Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hope you've all been doing well and staying safe and you're excited for another edition of Friday Reads. And for this week I read Bar Girl by R.K.Fultz, which features BT and Rachael on the cover. This is not only Rachel's first book she ever wrote, but well, also it would be implied that it's our first cover together, but yes, both of those things. So I am going to read the back of the book and then jump in and say what I thought about it. Can a chance encounter with a stranger change your life forever? Liza Hendrix is desperate to stop tending bar and start living her life. She's been taking care of everyone else first and feels trapped in her small town. One night, a chance encounter with a stranger changes everything. Jackson Costello had already experienced so much loss while in the military, but at home, a single reckless decision shatters his world forever. He doesn't know if he can trust Liza when she interrupts his search for answers, but he can't seem to keep her out of his thoughts. When two broken souls are brought together by tragedy, can forces beyond their control help them heal? This is a great book if you are looking for a beach read or to read in a park. Let me double check how many pages. It's 128 pages, so you could definitely read it during one day at the beach or if you want to go relax. A few elements that I really like what RK does with this book is, how do I explain this exactly? So it jumps from present to past tense throughout the book, and the past tense is going through just one day, one night actually, one night's occurrence, during different hours of that night, and then it's jumping to the present tense and saying how the main character, Liza, got from the past to the present. And I really like the dynamic of how RK broke that out. There's also, there's one main occurrence that it's jumping from the past to the present. And through the course of the book, you'll find a lot of the answers to those questions, and I really like how she played that out and really worked through that. There's a little bit of a mystery involved in as well, and I just like the dynamic of how it all plays out. This also takes place on a small farm, Jackson's Costello family farm. And I liked that dynamic of him and his family living on that small farm. Liza is an aspiring photographer, so of course I liked that. And I just liked seeing how their romance starts kind of from an annoyance and they don't care for one another, and then how it kind of blossoms and changes. And then when a big secret is revealed, how Jackson deals with it. I also asked RK a few questions about the book, and she had time to answer them, so I'm going to jump into those. What was the process like writing your first book? And she says, the process for writing my first book was scary and exciting at the same time. I had dreamed for most of my life to write a book, and actually doing that dream can be scary. I had a wonderful support system to help me through the process with major encouragement. What advice would you give fellow authors who are just starting out? Keep a positive and supportive group around. Use this group for inspiration and reality checks. I bounced ideas off my group and they kept me grounded. Without giving too much away, what was your favorite scene to write and why? My favorite scene is when Jackson feels all hope is lost with Liza. He receives a huge surprise and it made me cry to write that scene, at least in the beginning. Ooh, my favorite scene, I like when Liza first starts working for their family's farm, for Jackson's family's farm, and starts photographing the barn and the horses and her getting her feet wet and really living out her passion, which she always wants to be a photographer, so I really liked that. What can readers expect for the next book in the series? I've taken time away from writing during the pandemic. My energy has come back, and so I'm working to finish book 2. It will be about Gideon, Paul's brother. He has a great story. And his character is spoken about a little bit about in this book, so I'm excited to see book 2, and which also features my friend Gideon on the cover. So having said that, have you read Bar Girl by R.K.Fultz, and what did you think about it? Have an awesome weekend, everyone, and make sure to subscribe for more Friday reads coming soon.